How to be more productive, Part 2. If you are new to this channel, please hit the subscribe and the bell icon for latest updates. Before we move to the second part, let me give you a quick summary of the points I shared in Part 1 of the How to Be Productive video. The first point to being more productive was to get in the zone. Assign yourself a fixed time slot every day and remove all distractions so you can be one with your work. Second point was to be able to say no to unimportant work so as to be able to focus on the important work. You do that by outsourcing or delegating work that doesn't require your expertise. The third point was to using dead time like daily commuting and waiting at the doctor's office more effectively. Instead of playing games or browsing mindlessly on your phone, you may use this time to create your to-do list or clearing your inbox. Moving on, point number 4 is to go slow. Now this might be a little confusing to you because all your life you've been asked to hurry and make things happen. In our quest to adhere to timelines, we often end up doing a bad job. While timelines are often imperative to the bottom line of any organization, some of these timelines are self-imposed by us to impress our bosses. So when the boss asks you for a summary of yesterday's report, you immediately commit that you will have the report sent to him in the next 30 minutes. Note that the boss did not ask for the report in 30 minutes. Rather, you took it on yourself that the report is urgent and that you are required to leave everything to work on it. And now that you have committed, you will do everything in your power to create and mail that report within the next 30 minutes, maybe sooner. But here are some of the problems that you will most likely face. There will be errors in your report because you didn't have enough time to double check and verify the source and supporting data. Even though you created the report, you did not get a chance to study the report in depth, so when your boss asks your opinion, you go blank and request more time. You have now created a 30-minute expectation with your boss for every time he wants a report from you. We often find ourselves doing things all over again because we messed up the first time. Going slow will help you get things right the first time. It'll help you understand the exact requirement even before you start gathering your resources. It'll help you come up with questions that you can seek answers for rather than assuming them. Here's a tip to help you go slow. Always overestimate the time for the task and underestimate your ability. So the next time your boss asks you for a report which you know you can complete in 30 minutes, you rather tell him 1 hour, and if he asks why, then tell him it's because you want to do a thorough job. The next point is to upskill yourself. Now you could be someone with over 10 years of experience, but that could also mean you are 10 years redundant. You completed your education more than 10 years ago and you haven't been upskilling yourself since. As per the 70-20-10 learning model, only about 70% of the learning happens on the job. 20% is through coaching and mentoring by your boss and seniors, whereas 10% is through formal training. Besides the learning on the job, you haven't really invested in yourself. You want that latest upgrade on your smartphone and your laptop, but you don't bother upgrading yourself. You are still using outdated tools and methodologies that makes you slow and vulnerable. Now, when you don't invest in yourself, why would anyone else want to invest in you? Here are a few ways you can upskill yourself. Enroll yourself for professional certificate courses on Coursera, Udemy, or LinkedIn Learning. Tune in to popular podcasts, listen to TED Talks, and your industry-related group discussions and CEO interviews. Subscribe to popular business magazines like HBR and Inc.com. Read biographies of successful businessmen and latest self-help books. Ideally, you should be spending about 10% of your annual income on developing and upskilling yourself. The last and important point to increase productivity is to rejuvenate. Our lives have become very busy and stressful. Work has taken a toll on our lives. At the end of the day, we are too drained to engage in a little play with our children. We are too fatigued to catch up with our friends, and we are too exhausted to pursue our hobbies. If your life continues like this, either one of the two things will happen. You will burn out or you will lose your sanity. This burnout will eventually show as a decline in your job performance. You need to regain your balance before life runs out on you. Here are a few tips to regain your balance and your strength. Exercise at least 20 minutes daily. If you can't join a gym, take a walk or join a yoga class. Download free apps on your phone to help you with exercises that you can do at home. Any form of activity is fine as long as you move around and get that heart beating faster. Exercise is known to release endorphins, which are known to trigger positive feelings. Your muscles don't grow during workout, they grow during the rest periods. Similarly, sleep is how you regain your energy that you lost during the day. Every individual needs 7 to 8 hours of sleep. You can't be productive if you're groggy. Ever heard of a successful person who only slept 4 hours a day? Well, he died of exertion. Switch off. Sleep with the flight mode on or watch a movie in do not disturb mode. Go on a family vacation every year. Plan and book your tickets well in advance. Go to some far off land, places you haven't visited, landscapes you haven't seen. Do not carry your work along with you. Rather, find a location where you're virtually unreachable. If you can't switch off from work, you can't find peace. Send us your suggestions, questions, and feedback in the comment box below. And if you like our videos, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. Thank you.